map anyway. See, this is what you kind of look like a guy. You grow hair. As you play longer, your hair gets longer as well. All these things you can build, like you gotta gather other stuff to slowly build that. You start, I know, I think it's just kind of sharing on YouTube. Like you can make boxes to hold stuff in. This thing here is a chemistry bench. You can make all sorts of things with this. There you are. Well, because you build it in here, it's available for everyone in your tribe. So you send, once everyone's in here, you can send an invite to everyone in your tribe. Which is kind of cool, because then everyone in your tribe benefits from having a huge house like this. Or, okay, or you can get my tower like that. The sky looks crazy cool at night. I got the speed increased at night, so that way it's like not so dark as long. So I can change, because I can change settings on it too to do certain things. It's just nothing really majorly happens. It's just a little bit more dangerous for animals. Some of the nocturnal animals come out more. Like here you can see my speed is increased by a lot. You don't normally move this fast, trust me. I basically turned myself into a runner. So you can tame those birds up there if I shot it with this gun. It's a tranq dart gun. I can shoot the bird if I wanted, or they have, you know what an Ebola is? Like in Africa, rocks tied to ropes. You throw it, wrap it around someone's leg, takes them down. Yeah, you can make that in here, and anything with small legs, smaller animals, you can take them down. See, like this parasaur, I can take it down with this, and after I throw an Ebola on his legs and hit him with it, I can just take a baseball bat to him, basically, and beat his ass. Oh, it's a wooden club. Sorry. It's not bad. But anyway, this is what I built. Oh, the bat. These are all a list of things here in this screen here, crafting menu. You can make all this stuff. Now, after you max out your levels, you can make everything from. I'm gonna push the start button from this screen, and it'll show you everything you can build. From the level you are on the far left, you start at level 1. You can make these 3 things. 2, those. 3, 4, so on, and you can just make it goes to 100 and something. You can just make tons of stuff, like a boat. You can go in a boat and go in the water. You can go underwater. I'm maxed out. I'm maxed out. I've been playing for a while. Swords, large bear traps. That'll hold, I think, a Rex maybe. I'm not sure. Well, now it's just a matter of doing, they have a thing at each one of these towers. You go to certain locations on the map. It's like Easter eggs. There's like certain places that there's caves, hidden caves you gotta go into, and they'll have like these artifacts that'll be hidden inside these caves. And I'll show you what's 2 of them look like. Me and Lumber got 2 of them in here. Alright, let's see. You can go and challenge a boss. There's a boss that you can go and challenge as a group. And you go to see like that big I'm trying to look out this freaking hole in the wall. You see that big spear hanging, it's hovering in the air back there in the background to the window? At the bottom of it, see where that red light goes? That's like a gateway to a boss. You gotta collect certain things like Titan Bow of Venom. If you kill enough Titan boas, you get venom from it. And you take these. Well, you basically I forget how many bosses there are. There's a whole bunch of different bosses. And what it is like a beastie T-Rex that you just can really fuck you up. Oh, I'll show you what it's like to fly out of there. What's up? This is Ryan's base. My base, I've been helping Ryan and Zach make theirs. The only thing that I made, I'm gonna go up higher. I'll show you. This is Ryan's base. Give you like an overlook of it. See, like that waterfall I was telling you about. It's where he's got his shit built. So, I'm gonna put myself into position. Yeah. There we go. He's got his going all the way from up there. There's water that follows all the way through here to this waterfall. And this is a whole nother base in here. That's at the bottom of the waterfall. Well, mine's pretty far away, but I'll show you this tower I made. This is what I was saying, it's equivalent to a skyscraper, like in our real life. It took me a long time to build that thing. Oh yeah, there's like raptors, they'll come at you and try to kill you. All sorts of stuff comes at you. Rexes, Carnosauruses, Allosauruses, crocodile. Yeah. Height. The view. I can see Ryan's base from here. And oh, they could if I allowed them in here. Like we could just say, all right, man, you go ahead, you go your way, I'll go my way, and if you want, you can attack me, and we'll see who wins. Because it's like your animal that you have with you versus my animal. We could start going at each other that way, or we could just start going at each other person on person. I think it's pretty interesting the way it's all set up, but it's fun. Playing with other people, it's even funner. Just playing alone, it's kind of like any other game, you know, it's just like, But like, the map, look at how big this map is. See those rings that get closer together are volcanoes, or mountains. And this little piece that I'm at right here is so big. Like, I want to say it's equivalent to Grand Theft Auto's map, literally. The only reason why it's different for me in here right now is because I sped up my characteristics for my player stats to increase my speed and everything else, you name it. See, I'm gonna go, this is Ryan's beastie little tree climber. Alright, I'm gonna take the elevator. I made an elevator in here too, which is pretty cool. Oh, it's too heavy. Wait, do I got a lot of stuff on me? No. Alright, you're gonna go. I forgot, I'm just gonna get rid of everything off here. Alright, let's debate. Still 2 animals is too much? Fine. What is that? Huh. Alright, come on down, elevator. This elevator, believe it or not, just for each one of those, like, see where each window is on this building, dude. It took me 5 minutes to make each set of tracks for it. Like the metal rails for this elevator to slide on. I put this thing up here. He doesn't need to be defended, but I just put him there so he didn't get like attacked by something and wander off. This thing is badass. So I'm going to show you my map, and I'm going to show you how far I travel versus the distance on the map. Oh, tons, dude. Like this turtle, I can make a saddle and ride on that turtle if I wanted to. Instead, I'm gonna kill it. Murdered, you bitch. Look over here, there's another little animal over here, too. Ooh, look, a beehive. Bees in there, they're nasty. Yeah, and there's a beehive, too, over here. Those things are wicked. Killer bees. They will fuck your shit up. Like giant wasps. And then this thing over here, he'll try to steal your shit. That little guy right there that just tried to that attacked me, I just hit him. Yeah, I fucked it up. That's like a little, you can tame that thing if you wanted to, if you would have shot it with the tranq dart. And then you can just carry it with you like a companion. This thing, swim. The other thing that's cool about this, yeah, it was like that little raptor, dinosaur that was on there. It's like a miniature raptor. There was just a little, like a little dinosaur. It's like a little swiper. Swiper, no swipers. Like these things, right? I'm like standing by them now. They're coming after him, backing up. These are compies. They're even smaller. But, yeah. Not these guys won't, but there's some that are a little bit bigger than these that look just like them, and they'll steal your shit. Well, I'll take you. I'll show you. My base doesn't look all that good. This is Ryan's first base. Oh, this is a Spinosaurus. No, this is Ryan's first base. That's a baryonyx. That thing's pretty badass too. Lives in the swamps. They got swamps on here. They got Redwoods Island on here. Volcanoes. See, this thing is cool. This animal I'm on. You can climb over any wall I'm on. That's there. Here's Bronto. Like this thing right here is badass. Yeah, he tail whips his enemy. Like when he defends himself, his tail whip will hit anyone he hits it with it across the map. Yeah, I got my animals are maxed. Like I got them all ripped out. I can change the settings on here to anything I want, like how much damage an animal do, like how many points. When you can give your character upgrades as he gets used more. You can put levels up on him that'll give him more power for hits, more health, more stamina. I mean, I'll show you. There's a list of them right here. Right in the middle. Let's see. Yeah. If I had extra points, I could go to the plus signs to the right of them, but there's health, stamina, oxygen, food, weight, melee, damage, and then movement speed. You can see normal. Yeah, where the plus signs are, if I was available for an upgrade, if my character wasn't maxed out already, my animal, I could add stuff to it with a plus sign. Yeah. And a lot of health. He'll never get hurt in his food. He'll never get hungry. Oh yeah. So I can jack that. It's like every time you hit the plus symbol, I can change that setting. So instead of it normally would give me 5, like when I push it once, it only give you like 100 extra weight instead of like 1,000. but I increased it. So instead of every time you push the plus sign, it's only 100. Instead, it goes up 1,000. So that way I had given myself a chance to just let me have animals that I wanted without dying constantly in this game, so I can get used to it. It's not a bad game. I found out it's pretty fun leaving it to setting. Oh yeah. There's just a giant snake back here that was dead. I'll go see if I can show it. Right here. You'll see it in a second. I'm following around. Yeah, I let it bite me a couple times, but I just took it out. Mosquitoes coming after me now. See, I'm by the swamp, and that's where it starts to get really deadly. That thing running around looks like a big pig. Yeah, it's like a herbivore, not a carnivore. Carnivores will attack you almost all the time. I'll walk in there and see if I can show you. There are poisonous frogs. It will paralyze you and it'll paralyze your animal, kick you off your animal, and then everything else will try to eat you. See if I can find a frog in here. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wow, I just got taken off. You'll see in a second. No, I don't know what it was, but my this thing made short work of it, man. It took me off and it killed it. Yeah, it'll defend you. You can set the settings on your animal to like there's so many settings you can do in here. If I push and hold triangle, you can have behavior settings, harvest settings. I can make it so this guy will just wander around on his own. I can have it follow me if I wanted. I can have it attack my target. I can have it be passive. I can have it be neutral. I can do a lot of different things to just make it follow me far away, follow me closer. No, it's the newest one. I've never really had one, neither did Ryan. So we just got this thing from the Redwoods not long ago. Oh yeah. The rarest animal in this game, I think, is a Giganosaurus. And it's like a giant T-Rex. I mean, it's a giant T-Rex. Look, there's a bear. See if you see it, you'll see it in a second. Yeah, you can't tame it, Giganosaurus. Kind of hard, but you can do it. It's a Gallus. That's the fastest animal in this whole game. Really, dude? The fastest is a Gallus. Yeah, it was attacking me, but now I'm about to pounce on it. See how I'm up in a tree and I got a crosshair now. Once I get the crosshair and the bear, it's done. It's a pounce technique that this animal has from the top of its habitat is a redwood. So I can go from here. If I wanted to see, I can jump to, see, you watch. I'll go from tree to tree. So I'll never go down. All those be in the tree. Oh, I missed that. Missed the tree. It's a pretty fun game though, man. Oh, there's only going to be, I looked at the settings, there'll only be one of them on the map at any given time, and it'll only be for 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, if it's not been run into by a player, then it'll reset its location randomly somewhere else. It just keeps changing its location unless you run into it. It's the only, yeah, the three of us had to split up. And when we all split up when we're looking for it around all the mountains and stuff, we found it. But it ended up killing us a couple times, even with my stats all jacked up like this. The Giganosaurus still ended up killing us a couple times, actually. No, that was just a Calicotherum. Basically a big apple eater. Gotta find out where I am. Oh wow, dude, I'm going totally the wrong way. Oh yeah, he killed us, all our animals and everything, even our animals all maxed out like that. We just did it, so yeah. No. When they die, they die. That's why I jacked up all the settings on it, so that way it wouldn't really get hurt too bad. Oh yeah. When you die, you respawn. That red is an alpha creature. Alpha means increased stats, increased everything. Hit points, health. You can, but you really will get fucked up by him too. I'm just trying to... Oh yeah, it would be pretty cool. It helps, but it's like a regular animal takes 2 trank darts to put out with the settings I have in it. You go to an alpha and it takes like 20 to 30. You gotta hit them with it. So it kind of... Yeah, right. Yeah, you can do that though. It's all about the animal that suits you the best, because, I mean, like I said, you can build a base on a boat and put a bunch of animals on the boat and take off and ride, cruise around. Yeah, the Giganosaurus is pretty hardcore animal. I'm almost back to where my brother's base is, I think. Just gonna swim across the ocean, save my trouble. Yeah, you can see off to my right my brother's base. It's loading in as I get closer to it. It's like a visual range that it lets you get. Apparently I can change that too. I can change how... I don't know. Honestly. That would be badass if you could. Oh, dude, yeah, all you gotta do is just roam around for a while and find it. Like I said, the more people you have, the more area you can cover. Makes the game even more fun to get around in. Yep. Yeah, because this server is password protected. I got a password on it, so all I gotta do is give you the password, and when you go to get on, you just enter the password. And you're done. Well, that's, you can make, let's see. Alright, where's some hide? No, I gotta have some hide, okay. See, now this is what my guy will look like. On the right, you'll see, I put clothes on him. Once I kill an animal, after I kill it, after it's dead, I strike it again and it gives me the raw meat from the animal, and it gives me the animal's hide. And some animals have pelt, or like bears have pelt, or, you know, stuff like that. You can get different kind of clothes that actually protects better armor. Like my helmet right now is a metal helmet, when normally a regular helmet or hat is looking something like that. That's what it normally my guy looks like. Let's see, I'll spin her off for a couple times. It isn't too bad. It's a fun game to play. Shut up, fucking animal. Oh, wow. And this thing is just super tall, though. It's like crazy. Yeah, except for 7 days, you can only ride on a four-wheeler. That's the only cool thing about that one. Alright, Greg, I'm gonna get off. Falling asleep here, buddy. There you go. Alright, well, I'll probably be back on again tomorrow, though. If you're gonna be on late, I'll be on. Right on. Yeah, you could do that too. Alright, Greg, take it easy, buddy. Alright, bye.